Hey you guys, it's Toya and thank you for watching Toya JTV. This is week number 9 of the How to Stretch Your Relaxer series. We are getting on up there in the weeks, almost to the double digits. So I normally stretch my relaxers out for 6 months, which also equals 24 weeks if you count every month as 4 weeks. So just to make it easier, I normally say there's about 4 weeks in a month. So going 6 months, 6 times 4 is 24. So we're on week number 9. I'm not even halfway there. But what I go by is how much new growth I have. And I want to be absolutely sure that I have enough new growth to relax without getting on any of the previously relaxed hair. Now, within 6 months, I have way more than enough. The reason why I go 6 months, I really have enough at about between 3.5, 4 months. But at 3.5, 4 months, I can still manage my new growth pretty well. So I just continue on with my stretch for 6 months. Now, I have already started the flat iron process. What I've done up until this point is I shampooed twice with the clarifying shampoo, and I just felt like I had a little bit more residue, or it may have just been product buildup than I normally have. So I shampooed twice to be sure to get all of that off. Then after that, I shampooed with the moisturizing shampoo, and that's because I just love the feel of liquid silk in my hair. I include liquid silk and actually powdered silk in the moisturizing shampoo. And that's just to add, the good moisture back in the hair. So I shampooed once with that, and then I use the replenishing conditioner, and that added even more moisture in the hair. And after that, I towel dried and I put some leave-in conditioner on. I let it air dry for maybe about 20 minutes, if that long. It may have been about 15 to 20 minutes. I let it air dry and then I blow dried it. And here we are. I feel like I show you guys. I normally always start the video with my hair soaking wet. But I feel like you've seen that. This is week 9, 8 weeks in a row. So you kind of know what I do. But I figured this time I'll just start with the flat iron. This week I'm going for the bone straight style with just a slight bump. But this time I'm going to do it with an extra deep part. That's why my part is way over here. And I'm going to have a lot of volume in the top. And I will show you all, if you like volume, how to get that extra volume in your hair. But I always tell my clients that when you're stretching your relaxer, you don't really want to go by the number of weeks it's been. Like, you don't want to say, oh, it's been 6 weeks, so it's time. It's been 8 weeks since it's time, so it's time. You want to go by how much new growth you have. If you can grow this much new growth in 2 weeks, then get your relaxer every 2 weeks. But it takes the normal person that, the average length of time to grow hair is about a ½ inch per month. So it would take you 2 months just to grow 1 inch, which is 8 weeks. And then if you go by my recommendation and get at least 2 inches, then that's 16 weeks, which is about 4 months. If you're one to get your hair relaxed every 6 weeks, that's basically every month and a half. So at every month and a half, you have a little over ½ inch of new growth. And that's if your hair grows like the average person's. If your hair grows slower, you may not even have ½ inch. So that is way too soon, because I seriously doubt there's a hairstylist out there that can relax a ½ inch of hair without going over any of the other hair that's already relaxed. And when you continuously go over hair that's already been relaxed, that's when you start seeing your hair. You'll see a change. The texture of it will change. It starts getting thinner. It starts getting very brittle. It starts getting weak, and it starts breaking more. That's why a lot of people say that they will start having a lot of breakage at 6 weeks. And for some reason, people think that breakage is a sign to get your relaxer. Okay, what's really happening is, of course, your new growth is the strongest hair. Okay, all of your hair at the top is the strongest, and it gets weaker as it goes down the hair shaft. And that's because all of the hair that's at the bottom has been relaxed more than the hair that's at the top. So this weaker hair is trying to hold on to this strong hair, and a lot of people's hair is not strong enough, so you'll see strands start breaking. Once you relax that hair, once you relax your new growth, and then especially if you're overlapping, you are weakening the hair strand. Okay? So as the hair strand gets weaker and weaker, those weaker strands are able to hold on a little bit more because those stronger hair strands are not as strong, if that makes any sense. But if you start stretching your relaxer out, as you continue on in your stretch, you will notice that you'll see less and less breakage, because over time, your hair, as you grow 2 inches, then relax, grow 2 more inches, then relax, 2 more, your whole hair shaft is going to become stronger. So it's not going to take that much for all the other strands to be able to hold on. So you'll start seeing less breakage, and you'll have less damage, which is the ultimate goal. If you look at my hair, you see it looks strong. It looks thick all the way from the root all the way to the ends. It doesn't look thick at the root and then thinner on the ends. And that's because I stretched for so long. I also stretched for 6 months because I feel like I have to be the example. If I'm the professional and I'm telling you to do something, then I feel like as me being the example, I should go above and beyond just to show that it is possible. You don't want someone telling you, do as I say, not as I do. So it would be crazy for me to be telling y'all to stretch for at least 16 weeks and I don't even do it myself. And then as you begin to get used to stretching, you'll be able to handle your new growth much, much easier. But the Silk Hydration products, they soften the hair up. They soften that new growth up a lot, which will allow you, it'll make it easier for you to handle it. If your new growth is very, very crunchy, you want to invest in some Silk Hydration products that will soften it up. It will help you comb through it. It will help you straighten it. When you wrap it, it'll help it lay flatter, which will give the appearance of that freshly relaxed look. And you'll see your hair become healthier and healthier. And, another important thing, you'll notice it growing. People ask me all the time, am I natural? Because they feel like my hair looks so healthy that it just cannot be relaxed. But I'm here to tell you that you can have healthy, relaxed hair. It is very possible. You just need to know how to take care of your relaxed hair. So don't be afraid of stretching. And I mean, really, to me, 8 weeks is not stretching. I don't even think I've begun to stretch. Because at this point, I don't even have enough new growth to relax. So I can't really say I'm stretching. It's so funny to me when I have clients that will come in and they'll say, oh yeah, I'm transitioning. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's great. Because I never encourage my clients to go either way. I'll never say to them, oh girl, you need to get a relaxer. And then you'll never also hear me say, oh girl, you need to be natural. The only time I will suggest someone go natural is if I can tell that their scalp is having some kind of reaction to a relaxer. If I feel like it's some kind of allergic reaction, then at that point I will recommend, you might not need to get another relaxer because you're reacting to it in a negative way. Now, if that's the case, yes. But, just because your hair is damaged, I'm not going to say, oh, you need to go natural so your hair can get healthy. I'm not going to do that. Because, if you have a good hairstylist, they will know how to get your hair healthy whether you have a relaxer or not. Anyway, I have clients that'll come in and say, yeah, I'm transitioning. I'm going natural. And I'm like, okay, great. So when was your last relaxer? About 7 weeks ago. And I find that so funny that they really consider themselves transitioning even at 7 weeks. Not 7 months, 7 weeks. I consider transitioning, once you get past 6 months, you can consider yourself transitioning. But 6 weeks, no. So anyway, I'm just continuing to flutter. And right before I blow dried my hair, I put in some of the Silky Serum Oil and I blow dried it in. And that helps give the hair that shine. That's one of the #1 problems that I hear women have with their hair is that it looks dry. It looks dry. No matter what I put on it, it looks dry. Well, on top of you drinking at least a gallon of water a day and eating a proper diet with fruits and vegetables, because that is very important. There are certain products you can get that will not weigh your hair down, and you can already see my hair is already moving, and that's with the Silky Serum Oil included. So if you put grease in your hair, it will not do this. It will do this. It will not go, it'll be stuck to your head. It won't do anything. So if you're currently using grease in your hair, stop it. Alright, so now we're on the last side. And for those of you that do not know, have any idea of these products that I'm talking about, I have my own line of products called Silk Hydration by L. Jones. They can be ordered at silkhydration.com, and they are excellent for natural or relaxed hair because they moisturize the hair, they soften the hair. They give your hair shine, and it just feels healthy. And I make these products in my own home. I bottle them up. I have, labels that I put on them. I'm basically every department that a company can have. But I'm not just saying this because I make the products, but they really are some good products, because I personally handpicked the best of the best ingredients that can go in products. And I knew firsthand that I had something when I got pregnant with my last son, and I just did not have the energy or the desire to make any products. So I said I was going to stop production until after the baby was born. And I went back to using, the stuff that I used to buy in the store, on my hair and on my clients' hair. They were still professional products, but they just weren't my products. Well, what started happening is I could actually feel a difference in my hair. Like my hair just did not feel the same at all. And even some of my clients were like, "No, you're gonna have to make at least one more batch to get you through until you have this baby," because they felt the difference in their hair. You're used to your hair feeling a certain way, and when it's, you don't have that, you can tell immediately. Okay. So now I'm going to this part that's included with my deep part, and I'm going to put some volume in my hair. A lot of people don't like just flat hair. I could go either way. I like it flat sometimes, and sometimes I like a little volume. But today we're going with volume. So what I'm going to do is take the flat iron. When I get to the up here to the root, I'm going to bend it almost like I'm curling it with a curling iron, and hold it and then pull it down. And that's going to create a little bump. See, I'm just holding it for a minute, then I come on down. And then you see how it's already creating a little hump. Okay, you see that? It's already creating like that little hump. And I'm going to do that for the rest of this section. To show you how much volume you can get.